Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to a new game. This is Astrometica. It was in demo about a year ago. Really good the demo was, and now it's just gone into early access. If you have a look at the roadmap, there is a lot of stuff that's planned, and I'm actually planning to have the launch within a year. So within 2025 they want to release this. So the next update is drones and automation, story update, space combat update, island builders. But there is a good amount in the game already to play. Shouldn't be a very long series at the moment. We'll go into there, we'll dig around with the game, and then when the updates happen, we'll jump back into it periodically. Okay, very nice cutscene there. Could do like a bit of a sort of a narrative over the top of it just to explain it, but again, that will probably come in time. The usual WASD keys 1 to 4 for your toolbars. You've got jump, you've got different tools you can use, but you need to unlock those tools first. Bottom left hand corner, you've got your usual stuff in a survival game. Health, thirst, hunger and oxygen. So we've currently got 70 oxygen. Okay, this is your fabricator. This is where you craft your items. So at the moment we have access to copper bars, iron bars, copper wires, which is copper and iron, electronic parts, which is copper wire and iron, data transformers, which is electronic parts and quartz, copper wire and coal for the batteries, and quartz for the glass. Mining tool, these are the ones we're going to be concentrating on first. So mining tool would need a battery and an electronic part, which means you would need coal, copper wire and iron and copper. So those are the first ones. That is the easiest one to do, is the scrapper, which is just plain iron and copper. So I think the plain iron and copper is the one I'm going to go for first. Get the scrapper, get the mining tool, then we'll get the oxygen canister and get the mining tool. So we need copper, iron, quartz and coal as the main items. So your iron's going to be these little grey rocks. So I want to collect a couple of these. We need 5 of those. There is a new signal that's just appeared on, that's the story. Your copper are these little brownie ones. As you can tell, it's like a copper colour. The big ones we can't mine until we can get the mining laser. This is organics, it's used to craft food. And just while we're by the ship, we'll just top our oxygen up. Now, the one thing this game does have is great quality of life at the moment. So if you're looking in the chests, you've got food and water. We're going to be needing those pretty soon anyway. But there's a good amount of storage at the start of the game. It gives you a plentiful storage, which is something you don't get in a lot of games. Also in your inventory, you've got 21 spots to start out with. Every upgrade you do, I think it gives you either 1 or 2 extra lines. So again, very, very nice quality of life at the start. You have your log tab, so any signals you pick up. So we've just picked up the Mox Island. We are the survivors of Mox Island Station. Please answer our call. With what little we've managed to build, a place we call Mox Island. It's not much, but it's enough to survive. We'll be waiting here, hoping to help to come soon. Please, if anyone is still there, please help us. You get your messages, your logs. If you scan stuff in your key card, you'll get that eventually. Your blueprint has its own menu, so it doesn't tell you in advance before you collect it, but once you collect it, it does populate in there, and then you can turn your markers on and off. If you've dealt with the item and you don't need it anymore, then you can turn it off. But at the moment, we'll leave them on. Packages, storage modules we need, so that's something later game. Did we collect enough? I don't think we did we? We only collected, I think, 1 copper. So we need 2 more copper. And we still need the coal for the batteries. Okay, we're moving a bit slow, so I think we must be stuck on slow walk. Okay, that's a little better. So again, we're going out, we're looking for the brownie ones. I can see one there. And I can see one over there. And there's one down there as well. So that's our main thing, and then we can get a scrapper tool. Then we need to look at getting the oxygen after that. So we need quite a bit of this copper for the copper wire. So let's just collect as much as we can see. There's another 2 there, another 3 there we can collect. This is great. It will give us the scrapper tool and quite a lot of resources towards. Can I collect that as well? Yep, brilliant. It's on my way back. Oxygen is a bit close, but I think I should be able to make it back there in time. Hence why I'm not diverting to collect anything else. Scrapper tool is fairly early game, because as you look out there, there's a unit there. Inside that unit there's a lot of boxes. You can collect some resources from early game, but we don't want to try and get there until we can get our oxygen up first. So we need to look around for 2 copper wires. So we need to get some more iron. And we also need quartz, which is like a little glassy item. Well, there's iron anyway, so we'll head towards the iron. That one is going to be... there it is. Little grassy glass-like item. That's your quartz. And there's a load of iron over here, so let's pick up this. And this is coal, I think. Yep, there's some more coal here. That was the other item we needed. If you go too fast and crash into stuff, you will take damage. Especially once you get access to the jetpack. The oxygen's going down really fast. I have got oxygen capsules on me if I desperately need it. But we should be able to get back. Because we've got about 70 oxygen, you want to be turning back as soon as you got 35. And that's it, we got back, we didn't die. So we needed 2 copper wires. You can craft, again, another good quality of life feature, you can craft multiple. If you hold down the shift key and use your mouse wheel, you can craft as many as you want. And it will only take the same amount of time as it takes to craft one. So that's great. It's nice to see games have good quality of life features at the very start. And we can build the jetpack. So that's a bonus. And we need 2 more copper wires, which means we need some more iron to be able to build the oxygen. I wanted inventory, that's what I was looking at. Got sort features on there, and even better, they all stack up into 5s. A lot of the items, so you can have 5 foods, 5 med kits. We didn't put the scrap on our bar, which we've just done. So click on it, it'll put it on your toolbar. Press your 1 key, it'll access it. Was there anything else I needed to put on? Yep, my jetpack. So you have 8 equipment slots. Each one has a unique slot to that item. So if you look down in the bottom right hand corner, we've got a jetpack and it's got 2000p. What that basically means is if we... Yeah, I've keybind it already on. We can get everywhere fast. Faster than we can without it, basically. This is what needs the scrapper tool. And this one gives me a load of fabric, which we did. It's in the menu. It's used to make repair kits. We're already down to 40, so while we're here, just collect some ice. Just never go back empty-handed. And if we do see any iron, like there's some there. Whoa. Okay. Oh no, that's coal by the looks of it. I know it might be iron. Sometimes it's hard to tell, depending on the lighting, and just be careful when you're using your jetpack. If I crash into the ship, I will take damage, and again, cloth isn't infinite. You have a very finite amount. So if you look at my first now, it's at 39%. Each one of these waters and each one of these foods it gives you 60% back. So if I use that water now and look at now I'm back up to 98. So never use your food and water until you're below that 40% mark. We picked up a couple of iron so we can make 2 copper. And now we can make the oxygen capsule, which we're currently on 70 seconds. Put the oxygen capsule, and again it goes into its own unique space. Sort out, and now we've got 100. So we built the oxygen, we built the backpack, we built the jetpack, we built the scrapper. So we still need the scanner tool. The next one I need is the mining, so I need an electronic part and a battery. I can make the battery, so that's good. And the electronic part, I would need more iron. At least another 2 pieces of iron. So we'll just go out doing that at the moment. We'll go back to that cabin in a minute. Iron, and if I do see any copper, I will pick it up because it's always useful. There's another quartz there, so we'll pick that up because it's in our visible radius. There's another iron over here. Again, just collect a load of resources. There is ways to automate this later. Even though the automation update isn't in yet, there is ways this becomes faster very soon. There's another iron over here. Let's just collect that. We've got enough resources to make what we want to. So let's go back to the ship. You don't have to go back full all the time. And again, it takes a lot to fill your bags. Your oxygen will run out. So as you see, we've got loads of space left. The oxygen will run out well before you can ever fill your bag in one trip. So we need to make a copper, an electronic part, and what was it? Oh no, we can make it now. So now we've got the mining tool, we've got the oxygen, so we just need to make the scanner. So we need to make a data transformer. So we need another electronic part. We need more copper, more iron, more quartz, and another battery. Which would mean I need more coal because I don't think I put anything away now. So I basically need everything again. So we just unlocked mining tool. I want to switch these round. So I put the scrapper on 2 and put the mining tool on 1. Because that's the one I'm going to be needing to do the rocks out there. I think I might go over to that cabin and get the other items that's inside. It is a bit dark inside these cabins, but there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. I don't have access to the flashlights. But if you go up to a box, try not to crash into it because it will start knocking in. And it takes 5 hits with a scrapper. And it will just give you random ores inside. So that's giving me some gold and some iron. I think it was gold and iron, or it's copper. And this one's a fabric box, so it will give me fabric. And most of these boxes will give 3. And there's another box there. And again, if you crash into it, that happens. It starts spinning out of control, and then you've got to reorganise yourself out of it. So yeah, gold, copper, and iron. It just gives you random resources. And there's nothing else in here. So let's head back to our ship, and if we're passing anything, we'll just collect it on the way. Some organics there. There's another iron there. I think I've gone too far past it. I was going too fast because I was using my jetpack. Are we close enough to make that other item we need, which was the scanner? So let's get the battery made first. No, because we haven't picked up any quartz. And we haven't picked up any coal. Did I need an electronic part for it? I didn't. So I just need some more copper and some more quartz. And coal. Now we knew the coal was somewhere over this area when we was collecting it last time. Put my mining tool on because we might need to mine for it. some copper just above my head, I've just seen it, and there's some more here. And I think this one behind it is coal. And as you see, it is a bigger resource, and you will need a mining tool to do this. And that's give us 2 pieces of coal for doing that. We need iron, so we might as well use this. At the start, we've got no way of recharging the batteries. So you will have to make a lot of batteries at the start. Should be able to get 1 more iron node at least. Depending on the resource, depends on how long it takes to go through it. So iron's pretty quick, coal's pretty quick, copper takes a lot more to get through, so it's a lot slower. I might have time, but I'm not 100% certain, because my oxygen's going down pretty quick. It's going to be close. Still have my jetpack boost to get back. We're good. So we collected a nice bit of coal, nice bit of iron, some coal, so we should be able to physically get that scanner. So battery first. Oh no, we still need to go out for the quartz. It doesn't hurt to have an extra battery on you, because once your mining tool goes, you can switch your batteries out if you've got a spare battery. So if we look at the scanner tool now, we've got everything except for quartz, so we need to find some quartz. Now we have got a scanner tool here, a mining tool. You will see there's nodes at the bottom down there. You can use them to mine the quartz, which I am going to do on this occasion. Let's slow down a bit. And as you see, this is a lot slower than the iron and the copper to farm. If it's slow, it'll also take more battery life out of it. And that's give us 3, so that's enough what we need to craft the next item. Got a bit of time left on me, so I'm just going to go up and mine some more stuff, go back with some more iron. Now hunger's getting down to 45, but until that drops below 40 I won't be using any food. Just got to maximise the resources we've got. And we've got all the starting items. So now when you're at this point, it's probably a good time to go after your story. Now at the moment, we've got something over there telling us to go 534 metres. I'm going to swap these around. I want my scanner onto 1. I want my mining tool onto 2. And I want my scrapper onto 3. I think I might just keep my base resources in here. If I'm going a bit further afield, I want space on me. Would have been nice to make another battery. Actually, I'll keep the organics because I can make some food. Put the quartz away. Put the copper away. I have got 1 spare battery, so that ain't too bad. And let's make some more water, whatever we can make. So consumables. We will have access to bigger items eventually. So there's your med packs, what takes your fabric. I won't use that at the moment. I've still got 2 fabrics, 2 health packs, so I don't need to make any right this second. And if I wanted to make more oxygen tanks, I would need more ice. So I'm happy with that at the moment. Let's sort it out. The items will restack. It is a good idea to get into the habit of making 5 food and 5 water, because they do stack up to 5s and even 5 med packs, and then if you ever need it, it's always there. So we've got some oxygen, we've got some water, we've got some food, we've got a med kit in case we need to heal ourselves, and we've got a spare battery, and all our other resources can just be put away. There is logs over here where you can go for the logs. So log number 1. Unidel space station exploded. This is an emergency call. I managed to find my way into the emergency pod. just before everything went down. It's been a couple of days now, floating aimlessly in this pod. I have no control, nothing but this metal coffin and the silence of space. I don't know where I'm heading and what's there. My only hope is that I might find Mox Island outpost somewhere along the route, but who knows if I'll even reach one. For now, all I can do is wait to help. And number 2 log is, it's been weeks since the explosion. I don't know if anybody's out there. If anybody's listening, please don't just find me. I'm holding on, but it's getting harder every day. I just want to live. I want to go back to my family. I want to see them again. Please, somebody, anybody, if you hear this, help me. And log number 3. I've lost count. I don't know how many months I've been stuck in this godforsaken pod. Hope is gone. The consumables, the resources, they're almost finished. I think I've only got days left, maybe less. This feels like the end. This might be my last log. If anybody else finds this, you'll know I tried. And the final one, a new hope. The pod suddenly stopped. I think it's an asteroid. I managed to force open the airlock, and now I'm outside. I'm in the middle of an asteroid belt. It's vast, cold and desolate, but I have no other choice. I have to explore, find survivors, and figure out how to make my way home. If anybody is out there, please respond to my signal. I have to find a way to reach you. I'm not giving up yet. So those are the logs. I'm guessing from us it sounds like the Mara logs, because that's where we are, in the middle of an asteroid belt, and it's in our ship. And the terminals, the Mox Island, is where we're going to be heading to now, which is that one there. Now my hunger has dropped down below that 30% mark, so let's eat some food. And now it's gone up to 90%. And by the time we get to that station, we will need some water, most likely. We have got a jetpack, so we might be able to make it all the way there. If not, we have oxygen capsules. Always let your jetpack go all the way up to the maximum, because it has a cooldown when it reaches 0 before it'll start recharging. So wait for it to go up to the maximum of 2000, then use it, and then you maximise your amount of space. And then use it until you're empty, and then it will do its own recharge. And we've got plenty of oxygen to get to this. It's like the game planned it so you could get here. I don't think you could get here without the oxygen. In these little domes, there is oxygen. So when you see these little blue bubbles and you're short of oxygen, always head towards them. It's free oxygen. So use a scrapper tool on this one. And what did that give us? Some fruits. Gargolan fruits. We haven't found anything that needs that yet. But if it's a resource, let's pick it up. You're always going to need it. If it's here, it means you're going to need it. The good thing with the scrapper is it doesn't have any battery charge, as far as I can tell. We'll just go around the outside first. And that's what we'll do when we're next at the base. We'll drop these off because it's not something we need right this second. But it's better to have and not need than need and not have. And anybody that saw me playing these games in the past, I am a bit of a loot hoarder. So let's get our scanner out now. See if we can scan any of this. Can we scan the light? We can. And we've just unlocked the blueprint for a light beacon. There's another item here. Now, every time you pick up a new item, it has a chance of unlocking new recipes. So in front of us, you saw the notice then saying upgrade station. If I press the left button, it highlights what I can interact with. So there's an upgrade station here. The lights... They could do with doing something about that, because them lights are probably not the best for certain people that could trigger attacks and stuff. They just need to find a better way, I think, to doing their scanner. It looks nice, but like I said, flashing lights on the screen is not always good for everybody. And as you see on this one, we need to scan all 3 fragments, and now we've got the blueprint to make our own war lockers. But we can't make them until we start building our own base, and we can't do that until we unlock and find a way to 1, build an habitat, and 2, have power to be able to use that. I need a scrapper for this, it's telling me. So switch back to the scrapper, and it's a mineral packet. So it's going to give me some base minerals, so iron, copper on this occasion, and there's another one there. It's giving me gold this time, iron and copper. You do need silver pretty early on, so let's go back to my scanner tool. Is this the same light as outside? It is. Is there anything else I need to scan? There is. Habitat builder. Can't build an habitat unless you've got a builder to build it. And that's also give us a few recipes to unlock. An habitat corridor, an airlock and a room. And it's give us another batch of missions up in the top right hand corner. Now, we still haven't built the backpack according to that. I thought we built it. No, apparently we haven't built the backpack yet. Okay, that was a little bit of an oversight. So we've unlocked a desk there. Nothing I can interact with that, but there's another log to read. Since Matthew and Marcella left for the abandoned outpost, it's been just me here. I have to make sure we've got enough resources to survive until they come back, if they come back. From the distance I can see the spaceship wreck. It looks ancient, it's been floating here for centuries. Could be nothing, could be something valuable. Either way, I can't ignore it. I'm heading there now. If this is the last log, well, I hope somebody finds it. Wish me luck. So every time you pick up a log, there's a chance of picking up coordinates. So you want to read everything, interact with everything. Is there anything else in this room? So there's a mineral packet there, so I need to go back to my scrapper. Normally gives 3, so there's the copper and there's the 2 iron. Let's give me some items to use, but we have been farming a bit, so there's nothing else in this room. So let's go into the next room and see if there's anything in here. So it's telling me there's a fabric package there and another log file and some storage. So let's have a look in the storage, see what we got. We've got some iron, we've got some quartz, we've got a copper wire and got some organics. I was hoping I'd get some silver in there, but unfortunately not. I'm just double checking if any of these I can scan. Doesn't look like it. It's giving me no prompts on anything. We will read that log in a second. I just want to deal with this first. And that's just giving me a bunch of fabric. So being as though the game has given us no new logs to, no new coordinates to go to, I'm guessing this is going to give me one. It's hard to believe it's been months since the explosion. Every day we've been holding on to hope that somebody would find us, that a rescue team would answer our distress call, but the silence is deafening. No one is coming. The situation is dire. The resources here have been running out, and we can't survive much longer on this barren asteroid. We've scavenged what we could, but it's not enough. Our small outpost has become a prison. Yesterday we caught the sight of something incredible, an enormous ship drifting on the far side of the asteroid belt. It looks ancient, maybe abandoned, but it's our only chance. We've decided to pack up what little we have left and head towards it. There's no guarantee of safety, but if we stay here, we're doomed. I don't know what we'll find when we get there. Maybe a way to call for help, or perhaps even a functional warp drive to get us off this rock. Whatever it is, it's better than waiting here for death to find us. This will be our final attempt. If anybody finds this log, know that we tried. We fought to survive. Now, it doesn't say who this is from, but I'm guessing it's from that Marcella, Matthew, and the other people who, on the other log. So do we have any other locations? So there's something over there. So let's go out. There's nothing else in the building to do. We've scanned everything. And this is the explosion, what they talked about in the log. Let me just make sure there's a... I can't scan this desk. Is it a different desk? Ah! Battery charger. Brilliant. So as soon as we can build a base, we can charge our batteries. But we need power. But unfortunately, I found nothing in here that can give me power. And we've scanned everything on the walls. There's no power on the roof, is there? I can access. That'll be too simple. But we've done what we can. Something over there. So that's the way we need to head back. So if you ever lose your base, it normally looks like a little orange star in the distance. So you'll see over there. That locates you back to your base. So if we come out of here, you'll see it popping in a minute. The asteroid, and that's where the base we need to head to. So is there anything over here what I can scan in the meantime? There's a couple of more domes over there. That's the one we've just been to. So at the moment we've got no new locations, but there is a base thing over there to go to. Unless I've missed something in there. Let's go and fabricate the backpack. And less talking, otherwise I'm going to run out of oxygen. Just let's keep travelling that way just while I'm waiting for my my jetpack boost to come back. Eventually you do get machinery where these bigger rocks you can farm, but that's quite a way off from where we are now. And we've got enough to get back. Seek fluid. Okay, my fluid's running a bit low. I didn't see that. We did say we might have to use fluid when we got to the other place. So it gives me 60%. So now we're up pretty good at 69. So it's telling me to build the backpack, so apparently I haven't done it. That was a bit of a... we haven't got the silver yet. So electronic part I would need as well, so we could build one of them. Anything we've got, let's just put away. So we're not going to need these yet because we've got no recipes for anything like that. We picked up a seed. And then we'll just put all the iron and copper and stuff away just for the moment. Organics, electronic part. We're going to need the electronic part in a minute. That can stop on me. What else do we need for the backpack? Just the silver. Now I do know where the silver is. There's a couple of nodes you can farm right at the very start. Do we still have the spare battery? We do, because I'm going to need it because this hasn't got much charging. Now around by this ring, there is at least, there it is. So on the top you'll see there's a little formation, so you can tell the difference. It's very similar to iron, except for if you look at the very top, there's like a little crystalline structure. That's how you tell your silver. And this is really, really slow to farm. Probably going to take about 40% life out of your machine. So you probably could farm 2 of these, but you won't have the oxygen level at this point to farm 2. We've gone from 100, we're already going down to 60, and we've still got 40% to go. So as soon as this is done, I've got to turn around and go back to base. But this should give us 3 silver, if I remember right. Okay, my battery's dead, so I need to quickly switch out. Hence why I built a spare battery. And we want to get towards the ship as quick as we can. Because it's space, sometimes pressing the one way can send you a different way if you hit something. So we should have enough to do the backpack now. And that mission up on the top right has now gone. It's now telling us to build stuff. So let's equip the backpack. And again, it's got its own unique space. And it's added an extra 7 storage. Now that battery's 0. So let's put that away. And we will need to make some more batteries if we want to farm any more silver. So what did we need for battery? It was coal. Sort this out. Make sure... No, I've got no coal. So we need to go out and hunt some coal. The silver can just go away for the moment. So if we go and get coal, ice and organics, then we can build some more water and food. So we're going to be needing another water in a second. So I swear there was a second... Oh, okay. So you saw there, I took a lot of damage. 45% damage. Because I was going at full speed and I hit a rock. Well, it was only an ice cube. Wasn't even that big of an item. But yeah, that was quite bad. There's the other silver one. I don't technically need the silver at the moment. It's more coal I need at the moment. That was iron, not coal. I thought it was coal. So yeah, I need to probably use an elf pack. I don't really want... So yeah, it's an iron asteroid. It does tell me what it is. You just got to click your left cursor button by the looks of it. And I'm already down to 45, so I am going to make my way back. And try not to run into anything. Could collect some ice on the way back. We did say we wanted to collect some ice. Just try not to detour too much. Down to 30, we've still got a little bit of time. And we're back at base. So at the moment, there's nowhere else it's telling me where to go. Did mention about a ship in the distance. Unless I've missed unless I've missed something, because that should have pointed me to the next location. We can build the builder tool now as well, which will need more batteries either way. Battery would need a load of copper wire. Copper wire would need more copper. And it would need iron. So I need to take a stack of copper out, stack of iron. And we need to go and get that coal. Sometimes finding the coal can be a bit tricky because it looks like the iron from a distance because of the shadows. Let's take this copper. And we do need to make sure we get that coal before this battery runs out because we've got no more spare batteries. So that's coal there. And there is some smaller coal around it. So the game does give you some resources so you don't ever run out. And this is fairly fast to mine. Won't hurt just to get a bit extra coal than we need. And let's find out where the base is there. Let's head back towards it. Might just have enough time to mine this on the way back. Did we pick up any ice on our travels out? We have got a little bit of ice. Did we keep any in here? No silver. Put that iron on us. So we should be able to make a few copper wires. At least 2 batteries on me. I want to build this builder as well. So we need a data transformer, which means I need an electronic part. And I need quartz. So do we have any more spare quartz, or have we got to farm some? No, we've got some quartz there. So now we have everything we can access. We've got the backpack, we've got the scanner, we've got everything in there. Might be worth doing another oxygen tank. And then I need to go out and collect a load of iron. Okay, let's put some resources away I don't desperately need right this second. We could put the ice away. Well, actually, we're going to go and collect some more ice, so we'll keep that on us, and let's just sort out that. We do have a second chest over here. Like I said, we can keep resources in at the moment. So let's go and collect a load of ice, which is over by this cabin. All this stuff here. If you find a big, it gives you 5 ice, and each one of these small ones gives you 1. But you don't have to use your battery charge to do these. I've definitely missed something because at the moment I've got no new. I've just got that one where I went to just. So I must have missed a note in there to tell me where to go next. Okay, that's a good amount of ice. Let's head back because I'm looking for organics, which is these here. If I'm going to go out, I just want to make sure I've got a full stack of food and a full stack of water on me. Let's head back to the ship. And the water is low enough where I'm going to be needing one. So let's get that sorted first. So yeah, we're down to 1 water, so I need to make at least 4. So move shift, go up to 4. And then that should, theoretically, craft a full stack of 5 now. Don't need any more ice on me, that can go away. The ones we can craft with the oxygen tanks are a lot smaller than the ones you was given at the start of the game. Also, that reminds me, I've got a builder tool there. That's on 4 at the moment. So that's fully charged. That doesn't need a charge. That's 61 and that's at 14. So I could do with having at least 2 batteries on me minimum. Which was copper. Just sort this out. Copper and iron. Oh, actually, we've got a copper wire already made. And coal, wasn't it? Let's take a few spare batteries. So let's make the burger first, because I can only make 1, because I've only got a couple of bits of organics. And let's then craft some batteries. And then we can just put the resources away, what we're not going to need. 4 spare batteries on me is probably overkill at the moment, but I'd rather have it than not have it. And we've got a nice bit of resources there. Now, when it comes to building, there is a menu on the building tool. Right click and it bring up. So to make an habitat room, I need to make iron bars, copper bars and electronic parts. To make the habitat corridor, I need to make an iron bar and copper wire. But the problem is each one of these power capacity 25. Okay. And then your machines would take a certain amount. Need usable power. Need usable power. So if I build that, which is a power capacity needed, is 25. Okay, so I do need to have some way of building power, which I don't have at the moment. But it might be worth crafting up some of that iron and copper into bars ready, so we can have an habitat room, an airlock and a corridor ready, because that's what the missions in the top right hand corner he's telling us to do. So let's go and craft them up before we move over. So we need all the iron out. But we will have to go hunting for more because I've only got one piece of coal. So how many can I make of this? I'm going to need quite a few. So I can make 6 at the moment. So let's make the 6. 5 stacks nicely. So what did we need for the habitat builder first? Sorry, just get my menus right. I think I'm going to use an elf pack as well. Oh, it gives me 50 elf. I've lost 44, so yeah, it's nearly a good use for it. So now I'm back up to 100%. I just ate it being half elf in case I eat something else and then die. So we needed 3 iron bars for that, 3 copper and electronic parts. So let's see if we can build the electronic part, which is iron and copper wire, which needs copper, which we haven't got the copper, I don't think. So we need to go hunting for copper. So I'm just looking around for the brownie ones. There it is. Each one of these gives 3 ores. And it takes 3 ores to make a bar. So I need 3. So I need to take 3 of these copper nodes out. I'm looking around for another one. See iron around me. There's one down there. Should just have enough time to do this because it's fairly close to my base. I will carry the habitat with me while we're doing the story part, because if I find a nice location I want to be able to put the base down. Okay, so we should be able to make the 3 copper bars. Switch to the building tool. So I needed 3 copper, 3 iron and the electronic part. Need to collect 1 iron out of here. Or do we use it all? Okay, so I need to go and collect some more iron. And it wouldn't hurt to get some more copper as well. This battery is going to run out, but that's fine. I've got some spare on me for that reason. I do need more iron than copper, really. And of course all the stuff I'm cutting along at the moment are copper. But there is a lot of loose iron. I can just take the loose iron if I need to. And there's the battery empty, so let's switch it out. And we did find the battery charger, but I'm pretty certain I can't build it in that starting area. I will try. Oh, these are the ones I'll pick up, not mine. Some organics there, I'll go and collect that. Got just enough time. And there's another quartz over there to get. Another food. Organics there for food. I know there is farming in the game. So I'm pretty certain at some point you can farm your own organics, but I'm not certain. What was it? I think it was the electronic part we was trying to make. That was it. So let's switch back to the building one. So what I'm going to do in this chest is I'm going to put everything I need for building the habitat, just while I'm farming around this area. So we need 3 iron to go in there, 3 copper to go in there, and an electronic part. 1, 2, 3. But you can split it, that's fine. So we want 3 in there, and we want an electronic part as well. Okay, 3 and electronic parts. So the next one we want to build is this one here. So we need a copper wire and 3 iron bars. We need more iron again, because we didn't get any on the last trip. So let's go hunting for iron. There's some there. Just making sure I don't go into anything, crash into anything and take a load of damage again. And again, putting that stuff in another chest, it's an easy way to do it. So you can always take the resources you need to build your items. We did need some more ice, so let's go and get this ice over here. This one should give me 5 ice, and that will allow me to build up the water I need. It's fairly fast to find the ice. 5 ice, down to 40 seconds, so let's start heading back. I was trying to grab that on the way back, but no. I do have a little bit of time, so I should be able to grab this and the one to the left. Thought I saw another one, yeah. Okay, let's go back down to the ship before we run out of oxygen. I'm just paying attention to that hunger and thirst, making sure it doesn't drop below 40. Let's build all this in all the water I've got on me. Just go down until the ice is no longer red. So it's telling me I can only build 2. Okay. Well, 2's better than none. Oh, we had some ice in the storage as well, so let's get another 2 water as well done. Sometimes it's just easier crafting them one at a time than it is to mess around with the shift. So let's sort that out. Anything I don't need can go away. So that can go away. Let's have a look and see what food I can make. I'm going to be needing to use food in a second. That's good. Switch to the builder. What did I need? Copper wire and 3 iron bars. So there's the copper wire. And there's the 3 iron bars. And then I'll need to do the same. So for the airlock, I would need 4 iron bars, an electric part, and a fabric. So there's my electronic part. I should have some fabric in here. I should be able to split it and split it again, yeah. So let's put the fabric away, put the electronic part away, and then it should be just 4 iron bars. How much do I have on me I can make? 3. Right at this second, I'm not needing copper, so that can go away. And then I need to go and get another batch of iron. I'm good on food and organics. I think I need to use food now. Yes, at 39. And my water's just turned into 40. So I'll take one of each of those. So we're all good on our stats. Let's go and get this last of the iron. Get it all prepared, and then on the next episode we'll take all that resources with us, continue with the story and find a place to build our first base. I'm guessing power must come after you build one of those units. Iron is what I'm looking for. There's loads here. Let's try and take all these 4 out if I can. And we've still got 3 batteries on us, so we'll be good with that. Story locations do give you a good amount of loot in lockers. This might be coal. Come on, is it? Come on, let me pick it up. It's fine, never hurts to get some more coal. And let's just head back. We should have what we need now for the last part. Just had an achievement pop up coming back to the pod for X amount of times. Let me just double check what I needed for this. So I needed the electronic part, the fabric we put away, and 4 iron bars. There's the 1, there's the 3. So we've got everything in there to build what we need with the habitat. And everything else can go back over here. I'm still tempted. No, I don't need to make any more batteries. I will put the dead battery in this box over here. When we build our base, we will come back and collect all these units. So we're in a good place. We've got a lot of food, a lot of water. That's all done. I can come in here and collect all these resources, so this is enough. I think I took the dead batteries, didn't I? I don't need to take those. So I have got enough to build the habitat, the corridor, the airlock. The next thing I would have to do is I would need power capacity needed 15. I would need a fabricator. This is basically the machine I'm using here. So I need a data transformer and a silver, which is quartz and electronic part. Do have quartz. That'll be copper and coal. Not coal, it'll be iron I needed. So we needed to make an electronic part, which needed copper wire. To make the data transformer. And then I'll need to take silver with me and an extra 2 iron bars. So we don't need the rest of the quartz, don't need the copper, and I need to go out and get me another 5 iron. And then I'm happy with where I've achieved with this episode. It's quite nice music, and the game is gorgeous. I am playing it on max settings, and like I said, it is quite phenomenal of what people can do with the Unreal Engine these days. And overall, it is very good optimized. And I needed 2 iron bars, so I'm happy with that. So any iron can go away. So that's everything I need for the next episode to build our habitat. And then I must have missed a note. We'll go back to the place where we've got the location for, which is over there. But that's a great place to finish it, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.